What's up, everybody? Ty Bartell heading back to Tiger Town with one of their seniors, pitcher Cam Huff, joining me today from the Newton Fall Tigers baseball program. Cam, how we doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad, and I know you aren't doing too bad when you're on that mound too. We'll talk about this season, and we'll talk about the excitement and anticipation for it. I really want to first and foremost, though, I like to start all these off with going back to the first chapter in all these athletes' career. What's the earliest memories you have in the sport of baseball? When do you first remember getting involved?
Yeah, I always remember going to the park with my older brother and my dad. Started playing t-ball at a young age. Really just watching baseball, watching then the Cleveland Indians, Ohio State baseball, Youngstown State baseball, whatever it was.
What's kind of giving you the love for it to stick it out and keep with it all these years?
Yeah, definitely a huge motivation from my parents. Both my parents played growing up. My older brother played. Some other people that are older that I've been close with have played, and just that, yeah.
Let's talk about this excitement and anticipation you have for this upcoming year. We have great weather. You guys got to get outside, so I know that kind of gets the excitement really going too when you get to be out on the field and outside a little bit. What's it like getting ready for senior year and trying to put it out on the field?
Yeah, so one thing we haven't done here ever in our school history is won a district, and we haven't won a league in over 10 years. That's definitely something we're looking to accomplish. Definitely it helped starting out as a freshman. Had a good senior class of leaders that kind of showed us the way and helped us build a nice winning program. And we're trying to do something that the school's never done.
You are a big contributor to that too, and trying to get that accomplished. Talking about just your batting first and foremost, you led the team in average last year, 31 hits at 12 doubles. I think you led the team in that category as well. Talk to me about just stepping into the box. I mean, with all the elite pitching that's up and down that conference and that you guys face too, how you kind of attack the great arms that you are able to see and find success.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good pitching in our league, and even the teams that aren't in our league that we play. There's a lot of solid arms. Basically, just try not to do too much. Wait for them to make a mistake, and hopefully I can punish them for it.
When you talk about those slumps that are inevitable in baseball too for all hitters, what's kind of your mentality to kind of battle through and get out of those hitting walls?
Yeah, just taking it back to the basics. Hopping on the tee, hitting front toss, hitting live arms. Not trying to change too much. Most of the time, it's like the smallest thing or like a mental thing that you can just fix really quickly to get you out of it.
You had a solid year on the mound as well last year. What are some things you want to look to capitalize on and improve on last year's campaign?
Yeah, definitely. Finishing off counts earlier. If I'm getting somebody 0-2 1-2, don't really want to play around, get to 2-2 or even a full count. Just kind of get through it, finish them earlier, keep that pitch count down.
What's kind of in the pitching repertoire that you kind of utilize?
Yes, my best pitch is actually I've circle changeup. I throw a slider. My fastball plays some decent velocity, like low 80s, and I mix in like a two seam runner and like a slide or a curveball.
When was how did these each develop? I know most pitchers, you guys always start with the fastball too. What was the next pitch that kind of developed? How did these all kind of come along?
Yeah, so I've always thrown changeup. For better, my parents didn't let me throw any other off speed besides the changeup till I was about 14, just the same arm, and I'm grateful for that. And then my pitching coach, Chris Constantino, who runs the Ballistic Baseball organization, taught me those other ones, and they've worked.
When you look at both your batting average and your on mound work too as a pitcher, you have great stats on both sides too. How are you able to kind of manage both of those to get practice and get working into both sides to find success in both?
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with our coaching staff. Like Coach Rankin said, we have like 9 coaches, so they're all there, able to help you out and whatever you need. Uh, and I'm just really working, just getting the cage after practice, before practice, whatever it takes. Like last year, we were going just before school and hitting for a half hour before school. Just getting those reps in really helps.
As far as being a student athlete, student's always the first part of that too. How are you able to manage both being a student as well as an athlete, finding success on the field as well as the classroom?
Yeah, it definitely helps this year. Being a senior, I'm kind of done with most of my classes, so I'm able to get out a little earlier. Allows me more time to work at school or baseball or whatever it is.
So you look at this season too, and what you're able to do as one of the senior leaders. What was that like for you, kind of taking that next step as being the one of the leaders and one of those voices that are going to be looked at on the team?
Yeah, I think it's just trust. So like when I'm a freshman, you definitely look up to those older guys, those juniors and seniors. You want to be like them. You're fighting for spots, and just trying to be a good role model to all the guys. And like I said before, we're trying to do something we've never accomplished in our school's history, and I think this year's the best shot we've had in the last 4 years to do it.
In your baseball career, throughout all the coaches that have kind of been there mentoring you along the way, what's some of the best advice you've ever received?
Keep it simple. Keep it simple. No matter what it is, you're struggling, you're doing great, whatever. Keep it simple. Stay level headed. Don't let the highs get too high. Don't let the lows get too low. Just stay steady.
I want to talk about too. We mentioned the academic side. I didn't get a chance to for you to shout out some of the favorite teachers that you have had along the way. Maybe some of the favorite classes that you've gotten to take at Newton Falls.
Well, definitely Coach Rankin, my criminal justice teacher, loved that class. Brian Bogus, I had him for history and government. Scott Seljak had him for English multiple years throughout high school. Mr. Baker had him in science. And really all my teachers that I've had have had a good impact on me.
What do you think makes a good teacher?
I think it's just to be able to understand what the students are going through, whether that's sports, struggles at home, no matter what, and being able to relate to the students.
All right, we're going to go through some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All righty. What's the walk-up song?
The walk-up song last year was Thuggish Ruggish Bone by Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Do we know this year's, or are we still undecided on
We're
this
still
year?
undecided. We're still
Okay.
undecided.
Favorite baseball memory?
Favorite baseball memory. So the summer going into my junior year, I was a part of the Colt World Series team out of the Youngstown area. My favorite memory from that was going and being able to pitch against the Japan team, which was pretty awesome.
If you could take, and that is pretty awesome too. If you could take any one skill from one of your teammates, what would it be?
One skill, I would say Leland Vargas fielding.
Okay, all right. He's got the diamond glove. He's got the diamond glove. Now, if you could apply it to Major League or college baseball, if you could take one skill from any Major League player or college baseball player, who would it be?
Paul Skeens velocity.
That's a good one. That's a really good one too. You got the Paul Skeens look going on too. You're ready for it. I like it this year. When we talk about this year as well too, the uniforms at Newton Falls always great, but if you had an alternate uniform that you could design, any color scheme, any kind of look, what would it be?
We tried this year to do like a City Connect type of jersey with like our water tower and our waterfall on the jersey. That would be the pick.
I like it too, and I like the City Connect court they have too at the basketball. Yeah. It's really nice what they're doing over there at Falls. Favorite type of glove? What's your preferred glove?
Wilson A2000.
It's always they're very specific baseball players in their gloves. When we talk about staying focused during a long game, how do you do so?
Staying locked in. Sometimes some energy drinks, and just staying in the moment. Just try not to think of anything else that's going on, and just locking in on the game.
Who's the funniest guy on the team?
Funniest, Georgie Phillips.
All right. If we were gonna go from foul line to foul line in a race, who's the fastest on the team?
Zane Shelton.
Okay. If we're doing a home run derby, throwing meatballs over the center of the plate, who's winning it?
I would say either Ethan Power or Trevor Resco.
Okay. When we're talking about a stadium that you could play in, any choice of stadium, college, major league, wherever, what would you choose?
I've always wanted to go to Boston at Fenway and see a game there. That would be a cool one to play in.
If you were able to go over the pesky pole or the monster, which one are you going over?
All the monster.
Are we doing a game winning strikeout with you on the mound, or a game winning hit with you in the box?
Probably a strikeout. Probably the strikeout.
Okay. What is a favorite baseball movie?
Probably The Sandlot or Major League.
Who is the toughest opponent you've ever had to face against, with you being a pitcher, them in the box? Who's the toughest batter you've had to face against?
Toughest hitter. I would say Tyler Skaggs, graduated from Champion a few years ago, plays at Allegheny.
Yeah, I remember. That's definitely a name I've heard of before too. We look at this season too. What's your favorite food after a big win?
Oh, big win! We always gotta go to Dairy Queen and get some ice cream.
What's the choice there? Do we have a go-to, or does it kind of fluctuate every time we go?
It's either a cone with some sprinkles or like an Oreo Blizzard.
All right, keeping it basic, keeping it simple, no doubt. What is when we talk about community support too, and this this whole community, you guys have a great one. Coach Rankin was just mentioning, I mean, playing at City Park and 100 people out there supporting you guys when the weather's great. What's that like for you, too, when you see the community out there cheering you on, supporting you?
Yeah, it's awesome. Just knowing that we have the community behind our backs through the ups and downs that are inevitable through the baseball season. It's awesome to know that you have that behind you.
When we look at this team too, you guys have a lot of freshmen, and it's kind of funny. It's a full circle moment now because these freshmen are kind of in the same shoes you guys were just a few years ago. What's some advice you'd give to them? What's some advice you give to maybe some middle school players that maybe want to see the success you're seeing too, or a two-way player at both the mound and the box?
Yeah, don't try to do too much. It's the same game you've been playing your whole life. Like, yeah, players are better. The game kind of speeds up, but just slow down. Everything will be okay. It's the same game you've been playing. Don't try to do too much.
We're talking about senior year, and I know you guys have some goals with the conference and, of course, districts too. But when everything's all said and done, and you hang up the high school cleats and you throw the cap in the air on graduation day, what's the plans after high school?
Plans after high school. So I'm attending Point Park University in downtown Pittsburgh, majoring in education, and I'll actually be a member of the golf team.
That's awesome. And what kind of went into that decision too, and in that collegiate decision when you had the choice?
Yeah, definitely my visit. Growing up in Newton Falls, you don't really get like the city experience and going out and meeting a bunch of people. When I went there, all the different people that you meet, their personalities, the different cultures that you even see there, it's kind of a culture shock, but it's definitely nice being able to experience all that.
What about the major? What kind of went into that decision?
Yeah, it's a big. I have two big influences on my life in education. One being Brian Bogus, history teacher, government teacher, and Coach Chad Rankin too.
Before I let you go, I want to give you the spotlight now and a chance to shout out anybody else that has had a big impact on your life too, or has been there with you along the way.
Yeah, definitely a shout out the other two seniors, Ethan and Trevor. Grew up playing baseball with them forever. We've played some summer ball together, played the last 4 years together. We're trying to accomplish something special here this last year.
Well, we're wishing you the best of luck this year too. We're so excited to see what the Tigers are able to do in that very tough conference too, and we wish you the best of luck too, and trying to accomplish that ultimate goal too of hosting a district championship trophy. Cam, best of luck on the diamond this year, and we'll be seeing you out there real soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.